So welcome. As I say, I am going to share a lot
No.
of information with you tonight about our foundation course. So let me get to it. This is a little bit of a presentation that I like to share so that you guys can know exactly what it is that we do here at Target 100. So um, just give me a little thumbs up if you can see my screen here, this foundation course info session here. Just a little bit of background on me, just because I think it's super important that you understand that Liz Josephsberg is my name. I've been in the weight loss industry for over 20 years now. This was after a lifetime of weight issues. I started when I was just 14 in a diet center. My parents enrolled me there kind of at a very formative age, which kind of told me like I was not lovable the way that I am. Right. So that kind of started a spiral of dieting for the rest of my days. I ended up becoming a professional actress, which with a weight issue, very difficult. I yo-yoed 30 pounds 5 different times. Then I gained 50 pounds. Then I lost that. Then I gained 65 pounds. Then I lost that. So I have lost and gained hundreds of pounds. So I do actually know what I'm talking about from the perspective of writing a weight loss program around what it feels like, not just physically, but mentally and emotionally, to actually feel like you are carrying this weight. So this is who I am. In my session tonight and in my courses, it is my life's goal to show you that lasting weight loss is totally possible. It is absolutely something that can be achieved. Um, there are so many smart people that I run across who have success, and this may be you, success in so many areas of your lives, and you can unlearn and deprogram your brain from the diet mentality that is plaguing you, and you can finally lose the weight for good. So, even if you've tried everything under the sun, and I tell you this because I tried everything under the sun. Literally, there isn't anything that I didn't do, including being trained as a personal trainer, extreme exercise, Weight Watchers, Whole 30, a keto, yeah, you name it, I have done it. So I even if you've done everything under the sun and your brain is telling you, "Oh, this will never work," I'm going to actually show you tonight what 99% of people who are trying to lose weight are actually doing wrong, which is going to cause them to actually lose and regain the weight over and over again in this endless cycle of frustration and, worse than that, shame. So I'm going to actually show you exactly how to completely flip your understanding of weight loss with my very simple Target 100 philosophy and program. Target 100 is a book that I wrote after about 15 years in the diet industry, after working for Weight Watchers and Lifetime Fitness and Optum Healthcare and all of these big companies, and seeing behind the curtain what they were doing wrong. And this program that I wrote was so that anyone can use it, even if they thought they needed fancy food lists, restrictions, and deprivation to lose weight. You do not. I'm going to show you that you do not, and you're not crazy. Nothing is wrong with you, and you are not broken. You've simply never been told what it is to do that you need to do to lose it. So if you're here tonight or watching this on demand, I'm guessing that it means you are likely frustrated with the fact that you can figure out most things in your life in amazing ways. You have success, but weight loss seems to have you kind of stymied or totally lost. You probably hate the thought of even trying again, like I did, because you believe weight loss has to be horrible and that you might even have lost hope at this point after so many attempts, thinking that something is wrong with you. Maybe you dread the thought of endlessly thinking about it all, only to find that you can't sustain any of the weight that you lose. You might even be overwhelmed. I mean, how could you not be overwhelmed with all of the information coming at you, all of the influencers, all of the rules, all of the programs, and all of the fads? It's almost impossible. So if you're feeling like you should just try to accept yourself the way you are, you definitely should. You are lovable. Then that is one thing I have learned in my life is weight does not make me better. But if you are giving up hope and saying, "Oh, I'll just forget about it." Maybe you've tried everything, right? Like I did, Weight Watchers, Whole 30, everything beyond it. Maybe you even considered the new weight loss meds. Maybe you're even on the new weight loss meds, and these things are in your head, and you keep hearing about it, but you feel Maybe they aren't for you. Maybe they are for you. Maybe they aren't for you. It doesn't matter. My program is here to help you whether you're on the meds or not on the meds, because I'm going to teach you lifestyle and behavior modification across your entire life that keeps the weight off for good. So if you're on the meds and you really are looking for a supportive program, you're in the right place. So if you have been left feeling totally lost, deflated, confused, and sad, honestly, by this whole process, you may just want to be able to find a solution, just a solution you can live with, one that isn't so terrible. You want simplicity. You want a plan that fits the life that you live, not this crazy life, right? I keep thinking about Whole 30 when I tried that and had to eat off this crazy restricted food list and couldn't go out with my friends and I couldn't have a glass of wine. I was like, this isn't life. This isn't the life I want to live, right? You know you want to feel like you can conquer this thing. That's what I felt like. I was like, this can't define me. This cannot define my life. So we can conquer this thing once and for all. And ultimately, if you feel desperate to stop thinking about this every day, I don't know about you, but weight loss took up so much brain space for me, and I want to free up the brain space. I want you to go to a party. I want you to like how you feel in your clothes and not worry you can't eat or drink anything or have any fun, right? Imagine if you could learn things that you never knew. And that's the thing I hear from all of my enrollees. They've been doing this now for 3 years. We wrote this program, we piloted it, we built an app, we did, and what is consistently said to me by so many smart people who join this program is that I learned things that I literally never knew that freed me from all of the things that we've talked about, the thinking about it, the eating things we don't like. Imagine if you could lose the weight and never gain it back. Imagine if you didn't have to see the doubt in the eyes of your family again who say, I'm going on another program, and see them say, okay, whoa, she's doing this, right? What if you could do this without eating things that suck or without exercising for hours a day so that you could actually sustain this in a life that we all live, which is busy, crazy, and on the go? So I want you to gain the confidence to go even higher in other parts of your life. And that's what this program does. Weight loss does not lead to transformation. Okay, this is a famous quote of mine. Weight loss does not lead to transformation. Transformation leads to weight loss. So Target 100 is going to help you go higher in other parts of your life and gain the respect and the attention that you deserve in this life. So if you are a smart woman who resonates with any of this, a smart person, I know how you feel because I was you. I used to be a yo-yo dieter, right? I used to feel lost and weak and confused about why I couldn't figure this thing out. I tried absolutely everything from do-it-yourself books to programs and extreme exercise, right? But nothing worked, and I felt totally defeated. So I told myself I'm not spending another dollar on this. I thought I'd just try to be comfortable in my body, even though every minute I was uncomfortable and embarrassed in my own skin. I was convinced that everything I'd done had broken my metabolism. That's what I heard from everyone, and that there really was no reason to try. And in fact, I remember it got so bad that I actually went to lose weight for my wedding on another extreme regimen. I mean, it made the days leading up to my wedding some of the saddest, feeling terrible and dizzy and low energy instead of the happiest days of my life. In fact, honestly, I remember this. I actually almost fainted because I went to the treadmill for my second round of exercise at the gym, right? It ruined the workup to my happier days of my life. So, I the thing that was so crazy though is I regained it. In it almost all of it in the honeymoon alone, right? In a short amount of time because it wasn't real weight loss. It was absolute extreme dieting, and by the end of the trip, I couldn't even fit into a lot of the clothes that I had brought along for the actual honeymoon. So, I just want you to know it wasn't until many years later and endless diets and mounting weight regain, right? 30, 50, 65 pounds that I realized I had to do something different. So basically, just to give you some background, I ended up going to Weight Watchers, and ended up losing weight with them. That was my next try. I tried Weight Watchers, and it actually really did change my life. It really helped me to understand the power of community, accountability, and support. And so I spent 11 years at Weight Watchers after losing and gaining and losing and gaining. And I got a job actually at the lowest end of the company. I got a job as the person who weighed you in when you came in to the room. And I worked my way up all the way into the executive level, and I became their celebrity weight loss expert. So you see me here with Charles Barkley, Katie Couric, Jessica Simpson, Jennifer Hudson. I helped Al Roker and countless other people. I spent 11 years there on the science team, writing the science programs. Then I left Weight Watchers after 11 years and I went back to school. I got certified in several different specialties, and I started working around the world in weight loss. And that's when I wrote the book, Target 100, because I learned so much about the world of weight loss, what does work, what doesn't work. I studied it inside and out. But on top of it, I am you, right? I do understand that these things we need very much to have an understanding of it. And so that's when I realized that the entire weight loss industry is backwards. And that's when I created the world's simplest weight loss program in 6 easy steps. That's Target 100, which I am sharing with. So now you fast forward to my life now after I started implementing all the ideas behind Target 100, and I lost 65 pounds and I've had them off for over 15 years. I do love what I eat. I have 2 children. I have a husband. I have to travel for work, and I live a joyful life of wellness that is easy to sustain. I don't even think about this as a problem anymore. I don't even identify in this way anymore. So perhaps most fulfilling of all is I'm actually sharing this new way of thinking about it with the world, and we're seeing thousands of people change their lives forever. So we have been running this program for years. If you're just hearing about us, I'm so glad you're here. But you don't have to live in guilt and shame. You don't have to live hiding from your life. And my success can ultimately be distilled into the sum of the lessons we're going to learn here, and ultimately you're going to learn in the 10 weeks that you will spend with me in my live foundation courses that start tomorrow. So if you are ready to go and sick of this thing and you want to get going, you can start as early as tomorrow. So before I go into it, I want to explain 3 very common myths that I used to believe that you're likely believing too, because without fixing these mistakes, no step-by-step process in the world is going to solve your problems, right? What did I promise you at the beginning of this webinar? You were going to actually take away some information so that you can implement it into your life. Number 1, I want you to understand weight loss is not a it simply is not about food. Certainly, food is a portion of it, but the industry is broken, has made you believe that it's about calories in and calories out. If it was about food, that would be simple. Because I've never met anyone in my life who didn't know that an apple is a better choice than a Snickers bar, or that maybe ordering the salad versus the cheeseburger would be a smarter choice. That's not the problem. And today we have Chat GPT, we have AI. If you want to have someone just tell you what to eat, just put it into your computer and it'll tell you what to eat, right? There's no issue with what to eat. It's the gap between action and intention. You understand that you want to eat the apple, but then stress and difficulty, lack of preparation, all of these different things come together and you don't make that choice. So what Target 100 is going to do is teach you the brain science around how to leap the gap from action to intention. So you will do what you intended to do versus repeatedly not doing it. So what we teach you at Target 100 is that weight loss is a combination of 6 very important pillars, right? So we teach you that it's not just about food, it's actually about other things like hydration, movement patterns, exercise, of course, but then if you don't think about stress or sleep, you're going to never be able to sustain this weight loss, right? We all know that after a bad night's sleep, or maybe you don't know this, there are actual hormones that get raging after a bad night of sleep, and you honestly are much hungrier the next day. then you didn't sleep well, and all of a sudden you are, hungrier, and you are looking for more food, and you don't know why, right? So we're going to teach you the brain science, the hormone connections, all the things that you've been curious about, because honestly, it is stuff like the sleep pillar that changes people's lives. Like we have Coach Fatima, who you would meet. She's one of my amazing coaches. She's lost 50. She's had them off for over a year. She focused on the sleep and focus on the food pillar during her foundation course. She focused on stress, sleep, and movement, and she lost 30 pounds in the first year and 20 pounds recently. So she's down 50 pounds. She hasn't gained an ounce of it back through all of this. And that's when she then was ready after kind of dealing with those first pillars first, because she was exhausted. But you see, she has made a transformation in her life not by counting calories or points, but by really addressing her lifestyle and learning the truth about her behavior patterns around stress, sleep, and movement first, right? So, the second misunderstanding, and something that I really want you to focus on as you go forward, is that your past failures do not predict your future. Okay, this is the one gift I want you to walk away from. I want you to just untether yourself. As of today, nothing before this moment matters. Stop dragging your past into your future. You can change your life. Every person that's come to me, I mean, I would say if you looked at our customer base, every single person who's come through my program came in thinking, I've done everything. And it can't. It's my past is coming into my future. And so I really want you to understand that's not true. You just have not, you've not been taught what I'm going to teach you, and it's completely life changing. So it will not be your past, right? Your past does not predict your future. This is Tree. We call her Tree, but her name is actually Teresa, but we call her Tree. She has been with us now and is also down 50 pounds and for 2 years, right? This is not 50 pounds and like I did, bounce back and gain it all back overnight. She is feeling better than she has in forever because she has a base of knowledge that helps her navigate a healthy lifestyle every day. She dropped the guilt and shame and Tree, listen, Tree went to college with me. Tree and I yo-yo dieted together. And then she heard about my program. She bought my book and reached out as my dear old college friend and roommate. And she came in and joined, and we changed our lives and changed her life as well. So, our third misunderstanding and myth that I want you to really be aware of is we're going to teach you about the brain science behind dropping guilt and shame. And it's going to be more powerful for you than calorie counting because there's tons of different pieces of your brain that are driving you to eat because of guilt and shame. And we're going to teach you, we're going to show you the MRIs, we're going to show you how to stop it. And it's going to almost immediately be life changing. So, if you are making any of those three mistakes, if you're carrying the guilt or shame, if you believe that it's all about food, if you are carrying your past mistakes and dragging it around and believing you can't do this, it's if you're making those and you want to stop making those, and you want to stop the endless physical, mental, and emotional roller coaster of losing and regaining weight, you're probably wondering what you should be doing instead. So, we're going to help you drop some diet mentality. Diet mentality is this guilt and shame. It is the definition is that this steadily built belief system around food and exercise with ideas gathered from experiences throughout your life with dieting. And then it's only exacerbated in this day and age when we are thrown so much in our faces about all the things that we shouldn't eat, right? Now, all of a sudden, this is bad and this is good. And maybe we should do keto and maybe we should do this, maybe we should do that. I want you to drop all of that. And I want to give you a framework at Target 100 that helps you drop all of this and allows you to personally rebuild your own system. I want you to rebuild that system using habit formation. I'm going to teach you in the course in weeks 1 through 6, we're going to look at all 6 of our pillars through the lens of habit formation. I'm going to help you to create a life of food pillar that works with your life, not my life, because my life's different than yours. I'm going to give you an infrastructure. We love to call it an infrastructure. I'm going to give you the infrastructure, and you're going to fill it with all of the things that you love. And we're going to teach you how to do that. And we're going to use habit formation, which is made up of 3 very important pieces. There are triggers in your life, there are routines in your life, and then those routines have rewards attached to them. Most of us are living with some very poor habitual routines. For example, I have people who think, oh my gosh, I'm broken. I can't do this thing. Every day I say I'm going to do it differently. I'm going to do it better tomorrow. And I set my alarm, and then I end up hitting the snooze button, and I wake up late and I rush off to work without making breakfast. I get to work promising myself that I won't get the donut at the donut cart, but I get it every time. And when I get to lunch, I feel so bad about what I did this morning. I say, well, who cares? I'll just get the pizza. And it creates this system. I want to help you break through all of that and help you understand that nothing's wrong with you. You started your day with an extremely stressful routine. When we hit the snooze button, our entire bodies go nuts with stress hormones. And then we wait for 9 minutes in the bed until it's going to ring again. And then we wake up and now we're running late, which is very stressful. So, stress, again, one of our key pillars, is driving your eating patterns so much more than food. It's the stress. So, I want you to understand we're going to teach you an infrastructure. You have so many opportunities to go deeper with us at Target 100. And I want to invite you to our live 10-week course that actually starts tomorrow. We've been talking about this for a couple weeks. I'm super excited. It begins tomorrow, and you are able to join. We are going to put the link to join in the chat. But if you want to work with me, actually, Darlene, if you have a second, can you put the Target 100 link in the chat for people so they can join if they want to? This is a live 10-week program where you will work with me live. Similar, there will be a webinar each night, but you will have a community of people who are working through the pillars with you. It is a 10-week course that if you decide to enroll in it, you're going to receive a beautiful box in the mail. Inside of that box, you're going to get a Bluetooth-enabled water bottle that measures your hydration, because hydration is a huge piece of weight loss. You're going to get a tracker that measures your steps, your movement, your exercise, your sleep patterns. You're going to get a body composition scale that actually measures your body composition, right? Not just your weight, because weight is a useless number, and I'm going to teach you all about that. We want to know what your lean mass is, what your bone mass is, what your all of those different things. And then all of those devices are going to work on our app that we built just for this program. And then you're going to come to your class every week. You're going to have a class, you're going to have classmates, you're going to learn from me live, you're going to get a coaching call with me. And then if you love us, like so many people do, you will come in and join our subscription, and you will have these amazing, amazing uh, uh, experience here. So, Lisa, oh my God. Hi, Lisa. I see that you are here. I would love to see you here again. I think it would be awesome for you to come back in and join us. I think it's wonderful because it is such a robust course. I think you would find that you are going to hear things that you never even knew, that you completely missed. We find just digging deeper with it and hearing all the things will be so good for you. So, what are you going to get if you join this course? You're going to get this comprehensive platform, access to our Wheel app. You're going to get your box, your beautiful box of smart devices. Every single week, there will be worksheets and things for you to to kind of dig deeper into your own program and a vibrant community. You will have a one-to-one coaching call with me personally, just you and me on the phone, recipes, a community, coaches, coaching, so many things. So I think, for anyone considering it tonight, we're actually adding an extra coaching call with me. So you'll get two coaching calls instead of one. And if you join us tonight, as I say, we will load your course with two coaching calls, and you can use our Family 20 for 20% off discount. So definitely come on in. As I say, courses start tomorrow. So we will hurry and rush your box out so that you can get it and be a part of this as want to go forward. As I say, if you sign up tonight, you are going to get a chance to coach with me for an extra 30-minute call. So I don't know why that says March 8th. That makes no sense. But all I'm saying is if you want to come on in and join, you will get an extra coaching call with me if you join tonight. So as I say, tomorrow is when this starts. Lisa, I'd love to hear from you. I want to hear more. What I hear is a lot of times it is good to come back in, especially if there was a huge change in your life. And I'm not sure if that is what occurred. I will actually stop recording us now so that you can share and not feel like you are being recorded.